The life of St. Congar, Bishop of Congresbury. Our Holy Father Congar is believed to have been the grandson of Geraint, King of Dumnonia in southwest England, who was killed at the Battle of Longborth in about 522, fighting alongside the famous King Arthur. He probably came from Congar, near St. David's in Wales. Coming through the revelation of an angel to what is now Congresbury in Somerset, the saint, as we read in his 12th century life, continued for a long time in this place, which pleased him will, wearing a cilicium, an undergarment made of goat's hair, living a blameless life, fasting and praying continually. Every morning he plunged himself in cold water, staying in it till he had said the Lord's Prayer 3 times, after which he returned to the church and remained there in vigil and prayer addressed to the Creator of all things. But at the 9th hour he took some barley bread, though he never had a full meal. His body became emaciated, and to see him you would think him fever-stricken. Most dear to him was the hermetical life, after the example of St. Paul, the first hermit, and St. Anthony. St. Congar drained the marshy land in the district, and in about 530 founded a monastery. One day, while he was standing in the churchyard surrounded by his monks, he wished that a yew tree might grow there to provide shade from the summer heat and, with its spreading branches, to ornament the churchyard. As he formed the wish, he fixed in the ground the staff he was holding in his hands, which was made of yew. He let go of it, and when he put his hand on it again, he could not pluck it out. Next day it began, in the sight of a crowd of bystanders, to bear leaves, and afterwards grew into a huge, spreading tree. Great numbers came to visit the saint, and the monastery became a flourishing centre. However, the saint sought solitude, and leaving his weeping flock, he returned to his native Wales, where on the instructions of an angel and with the help of the local king, he established himself on a mountain in Glamorgan. Some modern authors have speculated that this retreat across the Severn may have been necessitated by the defeat of the Christian Britons by the pagan Saxons at the Battle of Durham, which took place not far from Congresbury in 577. Late in life, St. Congar joined himself to his nephew, St. Sibi. Together they left South Wales and went to the monastery of St. Edna on the Isle of Arran, off the west coast of Ireland. Congar was then so old that he was unable to eat solid food, so his nephew bought a cow for him so that he could have milk for his food. Later, they moved again to the peninsula of Lane in North Wales, and then to the island of Anglesey, where St. Sibi's cell at Caergybi can still be seen. According to the 12th century life, St. Congar then made a pilgrimage to Jerusalem, where he died. According to Briton tradition, however, he died on his way back to Britain at Morbihan in Brittany, where his feast is still celebrated on May 12th. What is undisputed is that his body rested, at least until the 14th century, at Congresbury. In Wales, his feast is on November 7th, and in Somerset on November 27th. The Orthodox Church celebrates the memory of St. Congar of Congresbury on November 27th. Holy Bishop Congar, pray to God for us.